Jacob, since you seem to be having amazing luck with the ladies, breakfast should be on you, Sam shouted as he ran after Jacob. All you ever think about is food. Fine, I will pay, Jacob responded loudly. All of them had breakfast in the cafeteria that Jacob paid for. He didn't get anything for himself, as he had already eaten at Sophie's place. After they finished eating, they went straight to class. As always, their morning classes were long and boring, so they were glad that they had a break in the next hour. At 11 o'clock, their morning class ended, and they had 2 hours in between until their next class, which was to start at 1. The group was indecisive about how to spend their time. They were torn between going to the internet cafe or going back to the dorm. Since their lunchtime also needed to be taken into consideration, they found the 2 hours to be less than sufficient to travel back and forth. Hey, I've heard that the rock climbing club is very popular among girls, one of the guys said. So? Jacob asked, confused by the random fact. They are recruiting today. I bet there will be a lot of beautiful girls joining. Why don't we go take a look? The guy suggested. Rock climbing? Isn't that Michael's turf? Sam said. What are you afraid of, Sam? Isn't your family so powerful that even the players on the basketball team had to offer you compensation and apologies? Let's go take a look. Michael won't dare do anything to us, another one insisted. Sam rolled his eyes at the remark. He thought about it a bit and agreed. All right, let's go check it out. Hopefully, it'll be worth spending an hour there so we can go for lunch by the time we come back. Jacob, let's go together. Yeah, okay, let's go. Jacob nodded. We're just going to take a look. Even if Michael is there, I don't think he'll cause a scene, Jacob thought. Let's not get Ryan and the others, just us 4, his roommate added. He felt that the more people he went with, the fewer chances he would have with the girls there. As they finally settled on a decision, the 4 grabbed their belongings and hurried towards their destination. When they arrived at the room designated for the rock climbing club, they found that there were already over 100 boys swarming the area. Moreover, Ryan and the others, whom they were trying to avoid, were also in the crowd. They were standing on tiptoes and craning their necks forward. They came to see the pretty girls without telling us, Jacob's roommate exclaimed, as he was irked by the sight of their classmates and dorm friends. His hypocritical behavior made Jacob feel at a loss for words. He shook his head. Nudging Jacob with his elbow while curling his lips, Sam signaled to Jacob to pay attention to the other side of the crowd. As Jacob looked in the direction that Sam pointed out, he saw Kathy, her roommate, and a few other girls in the crowd. At the same time, another guy pointed in a different direction while poking Jacob. Jacob turned around and saw a man with a strong build and giant-like body. It was Kyle, the captain of the basketball team. His height, which was over 2 meters, made him stand out like a towering monument in the flood of people. Jacob felt a hint of contempt towards Kyle, who was usually extremely occupied, for showing up here. Jacob knew he was right about the fact that the basketball team and the rock climbing club were birds of a feather. By now, Kathy was looking at Jacob, as she had also noticed his presence. But when she saw that Jacob was staring straight at her older brother, her heart sank a little. Seeing that more and more students were rushing to join the crowd from all directions, Michael took charge as the president of the club. He stood next to the rock climbing wall and spoke into a mic. Today's recruitment day for the rock climbing club. Our club is the biggest one at our university and currently consists of over 300 boy students and 200 girl students. Those who have joined our club are all sports lovers. The rock climbing club not only provides indoor and outdoor training at the stadium, but also sometimes organizes trips into the wild. In addition, the equipment that you purchase from us is guaranteed to be priced lower than those you will find in the sports shops out there. His voice was sonorous, and his tone was mild and gentle. Moreover, he was good-looking and confident. If one only knew him on the surface, they would surely have taken him for a polite, friendly, and poised senior student. However, Jacob knew very well how rude and arrogant Michael was, and how he lost his temper when he lost the race to Jacob. Even though many of the junior students were tempted by the list of benefits the rock climbing club had promised, none had hastily gone over to sign up.
There's no rush. We will first showcase our techniques today.
Michael handed the mic over to a skinny, dark-skinned student next to him and shot him a look. That guy held up the mic and continued. I am the vice captain of the rock climbing club. I will demonstrate some of the techniques required for rock climbing. He held the mic and began explaining what was required for the club, and one by one, he put on the different types of gear needed for the climb. Afterward, he moved to the bottom of the rock climbing wall and put down the mic. He then raised his voice and used his limbs to demonstrate the proper climbing positions. Many of the students who had no experience with rock climbing became intrigued and were paying attention closely. However, the guys were getting impatient. Where are the pretty girls? Someone murmured. Suddenly, Michael clapped his hands. Following his clapping, 4 beautiful girls who were wearing athletic gear came out from behind the rock climbing wall. Instantly, their elegant figures and charming faces dazzled all the boy students.
Now, 4 of our members will take over and demonstrate the process of a climb to you from start to finish.
Michael picked up the mic once again. Everyone's eyes lit up as the beautiful girls appeared. Jacob noticed Lisa amongst the 4 girls who had stepped forward. She was the most popular girl in their college. She had also joined the rock climbing club and appeared to be very confident as she got ready to climb the wall. This is no surprise. Lisa is after Michael, and joining the club run by him was a wise move to catch his interest. Likewise, Michael's interest was to pull in as many beautiful girls as possible to help him attract other students. There was no reason for him to reject her application either, Jacob thought. Facing the rock climbing wall, the 4 girls got ready to demonstrate rock climbing to everyone. After making sure their safety harnesses were tightly secured, they grasped onto the colorful rocks and began moving upwards. Gradually, they had climbed up so high that the audience had to stretch their necks to see them. Most of the boys were mesmerized by the girls' demonstration and were watching them climb up with keen interest. Jacob looked at the demonstration for a little while and then got bored. He looked at his roommates and found all of them staring at the girls with rapt attention, as if some magic was going to happen, especially the one who had suggested going there in the first place. Using beautiful girls as their marketing strategy, I wonder how many boys are going to fall for that, Jacob pondered as he observed the boys around him.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.